That's how we start a day's fishing. Well, it's Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Aye. Day before Christmas.
It is.
And I've been convinced to break out this thing again. To give you a wee bit of an insight,
It took some convincing, to be fair.
we did set this up in the last video and we've done a wee 5-10 minute filming on it, and by the time Alex got the camera out to film me fishing, I'd already tangled it up and away and a half. So, aye, so welcome back to the channel.
A huff?
And welcome, aye,
No, you didn't.
a proper strop. Aye, so welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the river Nith. Pastures new.
Yeah. Something feels a wee bit off though.
How?
What's this? It's not a float rod. Finally decided that 26 different individual rods were not enough and I needed another one. So, early Christmas present, I talked myself into a 4-weight fly rod. I don't hold out much hope for it, but we'll see how it goes.
This is a big photographer's name that keeps commenting on our stuff. Big Tam. You'll be happy to see the fly rods out, eh, Tam? Who was it you said in the post? Blasphemy. Because I was slating it on Facebook the other night.
I think we pride ourselves on the variety of different types of fishing that we do, and a versatility to an extent, so it's only fair that we give it a proper go. It's something that's not really appealed to me in the past.
I put the reel in the ring with it last time.
But there's only one way to give it a proper go, and that's to invest in the rod, invest in the reel, invest in the proper setup, and see what happens. Never know, you might love it.
I get 10 minutes. It goes back to what you've always said since I've started fishing with you. If you're not fishing with confidence, you're not fishing right.
It's true, aye.
And let's see, does it out that bit or out that bit?
Here.
Here, right. Never remember that.
Yeah, confidence is definitely key in fishing, but you need to give yourself a bit of leeway when it comes to fishing,
Learning.
fishing a new method, a new style. So
any expert fly fishermen, anglers, fluff chuckers, whatever you call yourselves, you ain't going to learn much in this next 20-minute video.
hopefully we can learn a lot though, so feel free to put your thoughts in the comments, let us know where we're going wrong. Because I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will go wrong. But I like fly fishing, I do. It's something that I've always loved, but it's mainly been...
For years you badgered me to get it.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
To get it.
Still water fly fishing is a completely different ball game to what we are going to attempt here. We're setting up with slightly different techniques or slightly different methods. Gordon, you're fishing a fly line on an indicator.
I'm fishing exactly how you tell me to fish.
And I'm going to try and adopt the sort of the Euro-nymphing style. At least I think that's what you call it.
Now the guy in the angling centre the other day, can't mind his name, but he was very helpful and explained a very, very simple setup, which I took home and sat for 4 hours practicing. And I'll be honest with you, I lost a lot of love. I couldn't get a knot to stick or nothing. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but hopefully Alex is going to tell me.
I don't know how much I can help, but we'll see. In the past, I've done a wee bit of research. I've read up on it. I've looked at a load of stuff online. There's that much stuff online nowadays that there's no real excuse not to have a rough idea of what we're doing. So the theory I've kind of got, but in practice, not got a clue. How hard can it be, really?
Hey, there's a fluff.
The fluff.
I'll need the line first.
You need your
won't I?
leaders first. Get your leaders sorted first.
So I've got 5.2, 0.16 diameter.
Sounds good.
It's what my day. Just taking a length in it.
Are you going to use your tippet rings or just tie a drop?
No,
on
you're
that?
just going to tie a tippet rings.
Forget the tippet rings.
As I say, the guy in England Centre done his best, but I need more than one sitting.
Right, so the way I would set this up is I'm fishing tight line style, so my indicator is slightly different. It's one of these sort of yarn style indicators. I've just tied a little bit of fly backing on there just to make it a wee bit more visible. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm right, this stays off the water, so we can dangle that off the surface of the water. And if that moves, or if it deviates from its path, if it gets pulled under, it's probably the bottom, but it could be the fish. But Gordon's slightly different. He's going to actually fish an indicator floating on the surface. Like a bung, you would call it in still water fishing.
We should up this around 5 or 6 times. Right, so what I've been doing is putting that back through the lips.
Yep.
Moisten it down.
Let go of the tag end completely.
Let go of the tag end.
I reckon you've twisted too many times.
It's only 5.
Loads more than that. Try it, see what happens.
There we go. Well, I did 4 hours yesterday practicing tying knots, and that's all it kept happening.
Let's have a look. That's mine.
Wee bit different for 60-pound wire traces, and
It's the same as what you would use for float fishing, though, same breaking strain, so
it'll straight away you do that differently.
what's that?
You twizzled something there.
It's just a quicker way of twisting it round. Right, get rid of that.
Brand new spool of line, by the way. What diameter is that?
0.21.
It's thicker
£6, so that's
and it's stronger.
So with the setup here, I'm pretty sure, could be wrong, but you want to fish this about 1 1/3 times the depth of the water. Correct me if I'm wrong.
We don't know the depth of the water yet, but
Exactly. It's a guess. Usually you're talking about what, 4 feet.
we want these wee shuttlecock things.
See, I have no idea how these work.
That's what scuppered there, look. Double leader and insert through the indicator between the loop formed by the 2 thread knots. Pull the doubled leader out several inches and encircle the indicator body.
Say that again?
Then you put through that and you pull the 2 others together.
No idea. Is there a wee bait hook or something? So as far as I'm aware, I think that's a sort of New Zealand style yarn indicator. I think we've put it on right. And the idea that this will, it's adjustable, so you can adjust it to the depth. see how it goes.
Is it staying stationary?
I can do that now.
Aye, but it's no sliding up and then eat at will, is it?
Right, see.
Seems alright.
Right, drop or not?
Aye, this is a bit that fries my skull.
You
You keep saying it, but
so you get your dropper. You got your dropper about 18 inches from your point fly.
18.
18 inches. Right, so point fly. This is where your dropper's going to be. Take your dropper, lay it alongside. Right.
I know you've showed me this before, but
Make a loop in the two bits. And then you get your two tag ends. One's your point, one's your dropper. Both go through 3 times. One. 2. 3. Then you'd have point fly, dropper.
put my day in my night to look. But it's
Whip in the 2. Go 2 bits through once.
only filled every time, so it's easier to pull through.
Well, it's just, aye, it's better that than trying to push 2 uneven ends through.
Mm.
You just look at it. That's your short tag.
Which yeah, I usually bite the wrong end.
Then just cut your dropper length to whatever suits.
So nice and short, like
Nice
you
and
said.
short, aye. The shorter, the less it'll tangle. So that's your point. That's your dropper.
Right. I'm going to use one of these wee mad squiggly things. I know it's sacrilege apparently.
Squiggly.
But I heard talk.
Any purist out there will be turning in their grave.
Ah well, tough.
Get ready for the comments. That's no real fly fishing.
I'm not a real fly fisherman.
I'm going to refrain from that. I'm going to use something a wee bit more sophisticated. Sophisticated. I think nymphing for Grayling must be the most unsophisticated style of fly fishing. Could you even call it fly fishing?
It's float fishing. I'm fishing my float. See, technically, I could use my float rod and set this up on my float rod, couldn't I?
You can float fish with nymphs rather than using maggots. You can actually just put a couple of nymphs in and trot it down under a float.
There you go then. So I wasted 170 quid in a circle I didn't need to buy. So what weight of the rods? What's the rod were you? 10 foot 4 weight with? I've got a 4 weight fly line and you've got a... Was that a French lead? Oh.
Well, I've opted not to go for a French leader. I'm just fishing 8 pound amnesia, which is like a low memory mono, basically. You right?
A what? A low
Low memory.
memory
So how's
amnesia?
Amnesia, well, yeah. Amnesia is a condition that you forget things, don't you? So it's low memory. That's what it's called.
I think that's what I've
That's
got.
what it's called. It just means it doesn't coil up when it's on the reel. It does coil up when it's on the reel, but when it comes off the reel, it's nice and straight and it doesn't have that reel memory.
Right, so then just a wee small kind of nymph.
If you want it to tangle least,
To tangle, no.
then an unweighted fly on your dropper. It stops it spinning so much.
We shout out to a leaving legend, old George Drain, who tied all my pike flies, trout flies, nymphs,
He's about to get another order.
maybe.
Maybe we'll see how today goes.
There we go. How's that?
So it's a hare's ear on the dropper.
A hare's ear.
Hare's ear, good fly. And a worm on the point. Looks good.
Right. See if I can last me on 3 casts this time. That hot or else fishing. I've already changed the indicator back to the wee bobbing. That other thing was just sinking, so I don't know whether I was doing something wrong or whether it was... I don't know. I'm just lobbing this upstream, following it down. And repeat. And as of yet, nothing's happened. So hard to stay focused on something that you've got no clue and no confidence in. But I suppose one fish will change all that, will it?
Made this a bit hard for ourselves. Not only is it a completely new method, but we've come to a completely new beat of the river as well. And so far from what we've seen, it doesn't look the greatest for nymphing. It might just be me. It looks fantastic for trotting a float, and we're doing everything in our being not to go back to the car to get the float rods out. With nymphing, I think you just need to be a wee bit more accurate with where you fish. So you really need that feature to fish to. Whether it be a drop off in depth, a crease, a very deliberate crease. Here it's so flat and featureless. Looks great for trotting, but I'm struggling a wee bit with the nymphing. But yeah, perseverance. Give this a go. So not that I've any clue what I'm doing. I'll talk you through it anyway. Maybe you could give me some hints and tips. Fishing 2 flies on the point fly. Little pink shrimp. Apparently Grayling light pink. On dropper. Slightly more natural coloured. So a hare's ear type pheasant tail nymph. That's a kind of hybrid. And then the indicator with this sort of Euro style is up at the top, and as far as I'm aware it's just a case of looking upstream, keep that indicator just above the surface, letting it dead drift, so just holding it in place. Those bugs should be trundling along the bottom. And then, not that I know, but I would imagine if a fish was to pick a bug up, pick a nymph up, that indicator would either stop or it dart off to the side. And so far, I'm not entirely convinced it's for me. It's incredibly repetitive. I suppose most fishing is. But the enjoyment factor just, it's not quite there yet. Pretty sure if a £3 Grayling was to take the fly, that would change. So yeah, not enjoying the method, but I do enjoy a challenge. So I'm not giving up. Yet. But yeah, that's my thoughts so far. Blanks off. Monster. Grayling's a Grayling.
Did that take?
Took about 3 hours. We're really struggling here. We're struggling just because of how featureless this beat is. Like we said, it's new to us, we don't really know it. And it's really hard to find areas to focus our attentions on. We've walked right up almost to the top of the beat, and it's starting to look a little bit more promising, so we may stick out for another hour.
Another hour?
I'm fearing that the float rods might be on another way. But I'm determined, and that fish is giving me a wee bit of confidence that at least I'm fishing in the right place, the right depth maybe. But we'll see how it goes.
I don't share his optimism. Well, as you can see, we've got the float rods out there, the maggots, and it's only took like half an hour into something decent here. I think it's a Grayling. You're a big head, son.
Just easy, take your time on it. Is it big?
Oh shit. Aye, feels. And what's the heat? You want to go and net that? That's a beauty.
It's not that big.
Oh, imagine. $48. You see it?
Stay still, man. 48.
I think this is a... That's a male.
Female.
Female.
That's a female.
Bit of damage to it. But weighing in at £2 and 2. I thought it was a bit bigger than that, but gave a good account of itself.
I don't think this is a Grayling. If it is, it's an absolute monster. That looked very salmon-like to me, it went screaming upstream.
I thought it looked like a Grayling when it came up.
If it's a Grayling, it's very large. I don't think it is, just the way it's hanging there. Oh, maybe actually. What is that?
A big Grayling, isn't it?
Is that a Grayling? Sure.
I think that's a decent Grayling.
I don't think this cannot be a Grayling.
Big trout maybe?
I thought it should be the tail of a salmon come up, but I don't know, it's shaking its head about. I don't think it's a Grayling.
Must be a big trouter. Is that Grayling? Is that Grayling?
That is a Grayling. Oh dear.
Don't you go and get a net?
Oh my god. Is it as big as I think it is? It's a female. Big female fish.
Oh my god.
Come on. It's not near as big as I thought it was. I thought that was twice the size. Oh, it's a bit of excitement, wasn't it?
That might go to 3, or no?
I don't think it's going to go 3, but we'll go. Come on. I feel a little bit silly after that. I thought that was a lot bigger than it is. But we'll have a look. Exactly the same as yours. 2-2.
No way.
Nowhere near as big as I thought it was. Let's have a look at it anyway. There you go. So I got 2 things wrong. I got the size wrong. Nowhere near the size I thought. And, by the looks of it, I thought it was a female when I seen that, but it's just another male with a bit of damage to the dorsal.
It's a common thing, that, isn't it? Is it cormorants or what?
I don't know. Possibly, yeah.
Big salmon.
I honestly thought that was massive. Oh well. Got to keep calm this time. Not seen this one yet, so I've no idea what size it is.
A half decent Grayling anyway.
Doesn't feel small. It's quite a fast flow here. Good are you? And it makes everything feel massive. Bigger than the last one. So I thought this one was slightly bigger. It is.
Let me see so you don't cheat. Oh aye.
52.9, 53.
Notice how, you ever noticed how Alex always rounds up? It's always rounded up. mine's that would have been rounded down.
0.1. So that one did look a wee bit bigger when it went in the net, and it was. £2, 7 ounces. Lovely looking fish. So perfect example of a female fish this time. Nowhere near as long, still an absolute state of a dorsal fin. But a male fish will almost go right back to the adipose fin. There's a female, much smaller, much shorter. But yeah. So that's a nice shot, that, isn't it? That's probably my last for the day. Hey.
No bad talk, that's not.
Well, another day of two halves, eh?
Oh, definitely. That nymphing gear can do one.
It's, I don't know, there's a lot to learn with it, I think.
A lot.
I think I've got the technique right. That's I felt confident with that. The two micro grayling that I got kind of helped the confidence a little bit, but the beat that we're fishing is just there's no features. There's
Every stretch looks the same.
it's just flat glides, lovely glides, great for trotting. But I think it's just a hard beat to fish nymphing. Could you guys can tell us if that's the case or not, but yeah, it's just hard to
I didn't
find.
enjoy it.
It's just hard to find anywhere to focus your attention on. It's just a big, wide, flat river. Enjoyment? I don't know if I enjoyed it either, but
As you say, fishing with confidence is key. You've said that since the day I met you, and I just didn't have any confidence in what I was doing. It's like back when we were fishing with the Guru guys and for the barbel, no knowing what you're doing, getting a bit of knowledge, it comes that helping hand and confidence.
one fish changes it though.
Of course it does.
As soon as that first fish comes, more follow it.
When it's no coming, and it's no coming, and
We only gave it 3 hours. I'm going to stick with it. I probably won't fish a whole session on the nymph because unless I'm catching fish, but as you've seen today,
the game changer was
we had to change because nothing was happening.
doing what we trust and doing what we're confident in.
I've always said that if it's not working, change, move, and it paid off. 4 fish,
Something like that.
4 decent fish, £2.7, £2.2 and £2.2, so 3 nice £2, can't complain with that.
Decent one at the end of the night, £1,
It's a small £1.5, something like that.
£1.50,
£1.5, I know, small fish.
Well, Christmas Eve,
It is,
can't we get the presents under the tree?
but yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, and hopefully we'll get another couple of sessions, I'd imagine,
Before New Year, definitely.
New Year.
So if we don't see you before New Year, no, this will be before New Year.
This
Will be before New Year. We'll see you next year.
I'll see you before then, I'm like, man.
No, that'll be next time.
It's mad doing this, isn't it? Because when the video goes out, it's maybe a week or two after. So you're trying to kind of
So we'll be next.
keep relevant in terms of the timeline and that. However, this is a great week or two, isn't it?
Just found the nymph.
They used to us.
That's the one. That's where we're going wrong. We aren't using that.
Right, well, 3 months into YouTube experience as well. Just we're hitting the target of 1,000 just about. So if you haven't, just to clear one thing up that folk have asked me, several folk have asked me, see to subscribe to our YouTube channel, in particular this YouTube channel. It's free. All you need to do is hit subscribe. Not that, hit that wee bell, and that notifies you when a video goes up. So if you're liking what we're doing, obviously, you must be if you're still tuned into the end.
If you're still watching this, jeez.
You're not flipped to the Graham Norton special or something, Christmas special. But no, thank you. It means a lot. The comments have been kind of hoping for a wee negative one, to be honest, because all the comments have
They'll
been
come.
good.
They'll come.
But no,
They'll just see them from they'll definitely come.
Aye.
Right, home.
Aye, I don't know if I'll do this for
Rabbity done a bit, then.
Aye. We always do.